back from the dead.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the vlog. It is Monday, May 3rd. It is 9:38 right now. I've just been kind of chilling out this morning. I got the kids on the bus. They are headed off. They were off to school. They're off at school right now. I'd say about an hour ago, I got off the phone with the mechanic. I went ahead and made an appointment to put my car in to get the stuff done that I needed done. The oil change, tire rotation, brake pads, those are the three main things there. But then I also needed to get my AC recharged, and then I also got the check engine light thing figured out the other day. It's exactly what I expected it to be. I thought it was an emission leak. I'm in a bust in an exhaust pipe, and that's exactly what it is. It's another emission leak. So I'm going to have my mechanic re-weld that for me and close that up so that all is well with the world. So I'm going to be taking my car to the mechanic on Wednesday, because I'm just doing, I want to be able to make sure that they can order my brake pads in and get them in. They said they'd be able to get them in today, but you know, that's later this afternoon and I have work, so I'm going to wait until Wednesday when I know they have it and it's sitting there waiting for them. We can get that exchanged really quick. So, Wednesday morning, after I get the kids on the bus, I will be heading straight over to the mechanic. It's about an hour drive over there. And so I'm going to be doing that, getting the car all set and ready for summer. And I really also want to get this ready because Tyler graduates here in 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. Tyler graduates high school. And the reason I want to get my car prepared before his graduation is because my mom is going to be flying in, and I'm going to be going over to the airport and picking her up. And so I want to make sure that my car is ready to roll. I mean, will it get me there and back? Yes. But with me being so close to the mileage that I need my oil change done, and I've noticed my brakes are squealing, and it's getting to be summertime here soon, and I need my AC, all these things are just adding up, and it's just like, you know what? Might as well just send it to the mechanic, get everything all set and ready to go for summer, and so that when I, do this drive to the airport and stuff, I don't have to worry about, I'm going over on my mileage or, whatever. I just thought now would be a good time to do it and get it all done so it's all set and ready to go. It just seems like all the stars have aligned. I need my oil change and all this stuff. And there's just, every time I take my car to the shop, there's always like a list of things I gotta have done. There's always more than one thing. But a lot of this time is just maintenance stuff, getting it back to what it should be. So today, I've just been chilling out after I got off the phone with the mechanic, and I'm probably going to go ahead and take a final exam. I have a final exam to take for one of my classes, so if I take that class is done, it's out of the way, it's in the books, and I've already got my one class done, I got my final project done, and turned in, so that class is done. I got to take a final exam for this class that I can do. I might do that today. I'll take that, so that's done. And then tomorrow I have my last class meeting in person for my one in-person class. We're going to be meeting, talking about the last exam, and then once we take that, that's done too. So if I keep this plan going and I do that, Wednesday when I take my car to the shop, I will be done with everything. Everything will be done except for Thursday. I have to go up to the college for the production club like I normally do. But instead of having a meeting and shoots and editing, we're going to be meeting at a restaurant. And we're going to have like a goodbye lunch, a last day thing. We're going to eat lunch. We're going to talk about stuff that we did. And of course, then we'll say goodbye at the end. That'll probably be a little hard for some of us. But that's part of it. So, I'm going to chill out, and I'm probably going to take this final exam, and so I can be done with this class. I have work tonight from 4 to 7, so not a lot going on today. I just figured I would start the video off telling you guys that information, because that is, stuff that's like the mechanic stuff that's happening probably later in this video. I'll probably do that. So I'm going to go ahead and chill out for a while, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Hey. Hi. You know what time it is. What time is it, Zozo? What time is it? It's time to go outside. Wanna go outside? Oh, here we go. She's going to play dead. She does this all the time. Zozo, wanna go outside? Come on, let's go. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Let's go outside. Let's go potty. It's time. It's that time of the day. Ooh. I guess it's either starting to rain or it's already rained a little. Gonna shut the door. What's the scenario? Is it raining? Oh yeah, it's sprinkling. Yeah. They were saying that it was supposed to rain a very good majority of the day, so we'll get some rain in today. But we planned ahead. Last night, we were kind of running low on hay, and we were planning on the rain because if we waited until after the rain, they wouldn't have enough hay to last until the ground dries up, so we can get the truck or the tractor out there. So last night, we used the pickup and we pulled a new bale and we put it right out there. So they have a new hay bale, so it will last. Oh, and they've been chugging the water too. All right. They need quite a bit of water. Look at that. All right. Awesome, awesome. They've been drinking it. That's good. And I don't know if I said it in this video or not, but we do not have any grain anymore. Saturday, when I was doing horse chores, I ended up giving them the last of the oats and sweet feed. So we are out of grain. I told my dad about a week or so ago that we were starting to get low, and sure enough, he ran out. And because he's been planting, he hasn't had time to go out and go get new grain. But that's no big deal. As long as they've got hay, they will be all right. And I'd say here, guaranteed within the next few weeks, at the latest next month, these guys are going to be out on the big lot. You guys ready for that? Yeah. They're ready to go out on the big lot. This rain today will really help with the grass in there as well. It's been spiking. It's really nice out when it comes to the height of the grass. But this rain will definitely help out a lot as well. So I'd say guaranteed by June, they're out on the lot. What are you doing, Ghost? You pawing at something? Or are you going to roll? Are you going to roll for the camera? Are you going to roll for the people on the vlog? What are you doing? You're looking for buried treasure or something? What are you trying to do? What's your... Hi, Darby. Look at how nice she's getting. Her whole front is the summer coat mode, and her back, like by her belly and stuff, is still winter coat mode. You got to get that off, Darby. What are you doing, Ghost? Are you going to roll? No? Oh, you're... What are you doing? No, not you. Not you, lucky boy. I was talking about Ghost. Okay, now Ghost, follow his lead. Hi, Tink. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, Ghost, not you too. It's a rolling party. Come on, girls, follow the boys' lead. I knew he was going to roll because he was kicking and pawing at the ground. What, is it playtime now, guys? Oh, no, now they're going to get riled up and play. Hi, buddy. You going to say hello to the vlog again? He loves saying hi to you guys. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hey, be nice. It must be playtime, I guess. The stuff that these guys do, it's on their time. They love it. They do whatever they want. And hi, Tank. What are you doing? Hi, Lucky. Hi, buddy. No, there's no grain. I told you guys this. Oh, here comes Ghost again. Whee! Rile him up, buddy. Get your exercise in, everybody. Hi, buddy. You having fun? Yeah. You're having a lot of fun. These horses, I'll tell you what. I knew Ghost was going to roll because he was pawing at the ground. And then Lucky goes down right in front of us. You did it twice. Do you feel good now, buddy? Do you feel good? Both of you boys, do you guys feel good? You gotta get the girls riled up. Tink's out there running around. You gotta get the girls riled up. They'll follow you. You guys are like the leaders here. Come on, boys. Lead the pack. But yeah, anyway, that was fun. But I am going to go ahead and unwrap the hose, and I'm going to get their water filled up. It's not super hot because it's kind of breezy, it's raining, it's cloudy, all that stuff. We're not supposed to have any days in the 80s for a while. But there you go, Lucky. Push her. Say, let's play. Say, let's play. It's playtime. Everybody play. Come on, go. Come on, boys. Hey, now be nice now. Be nice. Just play. There have been days that they'll end up going and running around and, oh, they're kind of going. But anyway, now that I think I'm done filming horse action now, unless they do. Oh. Come on, Derby, they want you to play. They want you to play. Oh, they're going to go around the round pen. They're going to race. I think Tink won that one, Ghost. What gives? Woo! It's playtime! What do you guys think? I'm trying to end my clip and you keep playing. You keep playing. Are you racing him? Okay, now, unless they do something super funny on camera again randomly, I'm going to go ahead and fill up their water and get them set for the day. I haven't done my exam yet. I ended up just watching YouTube, so I might not take the exam today. Uh-oh, we got Sis rolling back there. Sissy, keep rolling. Woo! I just saw her. Woo! Full roll. You might not be able to. Oh, there she goes. They love it. Whoa, don't run her over. Hi, Star. Hi, everybody. It's nice. Sometimes I'll be in the kitchen and I'll look out the window and they're in this lot and I'll just see them running around and jumping around and playing, and it's awesome. That's why I'm excited. That's why they love going out on the big lot. They love to run. And when they're out on the big lot for the summer, they let it all out. They use every ounce of horsepower, literally, that they've got in their system. And it's awesome. So, can I fill up your guys' water now? Can I? Okay, I think I'm going to. So now, without further ado, and hopefully without any further horse interruptions, I am going to go ahead and fill up these guys' water, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. I don't want to go to work, but I got to. Man, there's something about the smell of, like, the air after a rainstorm that just really smells good. I don't know what it is. There's something about right after you get some rain, it just smells so good. It smells like the river, kind of. I don't know why I like it, but I do. One of the random things that I guess I like that I guess not a lot of people think about. So, I'm going to go ahead and head off to work. I got to be there from 4 to 7, so not too bad. Nothing, I guess it won't be too bad, I don't think. So, I'm going to go ahead and head off to work, guys, and I will catch you guys in just a bit. Alright, guys, it is now 9:36. I'm about to hit the hay. It was a pretty interesting night at work, actually. It was a pretty normal night, pretty routine evening, and a few things happened kind of all at once. I took a quick break from working and I went back to the restroom, and on my way back, I ran into the secretary that works at the high school that I graduated from, and every time she's in there at the store, we always talk and we catch up with each other, and we always have a nice conversation. And she'd asked me how school was going, and I told her I was almost done, and that I had told her that I was thinking about going back to that school to do farming. During our conversation, the power went out at the store. And then as the night went on, I learned it went out like everywhere. Like apparently the power went out here at the house. It went out in the neighboring towns. I don't know what caused it. It wasn't raining like that. We weren't having thunderstorms today. It was just rain. But apparently the power went out like everywhere. So that was the one interesting part of the evening. I had to work a little bit in the dark. But I am going to probably go ahead and call it a day today, guys. I'm probably going to go ahead and go to sleep. And then tomorrow I have school. We have our last actual production club meeting. And I might stay up there and edit. Apparently the director of the comedy sketch shoot that we shot that I was in, apparently he needs somebody to help him take on some of the editing because of his schedule with classes. So I may see what I can do today to get some of that edited. We have all the audio synced. Samson took on that and got all the audio with all the scenes synced. But now we got to figure out what's going where and putting it all together and stuff like that. So I may pitch in and see what I can do on that. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day, guys. And hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the hay, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. We had a little bit of fun today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning, everybody. It is now Tuesday, May 4th. It is 6:32 in the morning. We just got up, getting ready to roll for the day. Today is going to be a nice day because today is when I think about it, and with what I got to do, today is my last day of college. And it's, because today is my last day of my in-person class before I go to class, and it's our last official meeting of the production club. So today is basically my last day of college for my liberal arts degree. So today on the agenda, I'm going to go out and I'm going to water the horses so that they have water this morning. And then I'm going to get the kids on the bus, get them ready to roll. And then at about 8:30, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go get up to the school, go to class. Hopefully it's like a quick class because we're probably just going to talk about what we did last week. And then she's probably going to talk about our last exam, our final exam. And then she's probably going to let us go. I hope that's the case. Because that's all I got to do for that class this week for homework is take our last exam. And then I'm done with that class. And then I have to take a final exam for my other class. And then I'm done. So I might just take both of those exams today. But that will be fun. But anyway, so I have class today. And then I have the last official meeting of the production club. Basically, all we're going to do is go in and we're going to talk about how things are going. We're not shooting anything anymore. Everything that we wanted to shoot is shot. It's all in post-production. It's all being edited at this point. So we're basically just going to get an update on how those things are going. And then I actually am going to be helping out a student. There's a student who is with the school newspaper. I've had a few classes with her in the past, in college, in media courses, so I know her. I kind of know her. And she is doing a project for the college campus newspaper. And talking about, it's kind of like a promotional thing, trying to get people to join and have fun with it. And she wanted someone to voice it over and do a voiceover for it. And my the advisor for the production club recommended that I do it because he loves my enthusiasm with my voice when I'm behind a microphone and stuff like that. And so they came to me on Thursday and asked me if I could do that voiceover. And I was like, sure, why not? It's a quick script, why not? So I'm going to be doing that today, and then I'm also going to I'm going to see what I can do with editing the comedy sketch shoot that we did, because I think I said it yesterday as well. The editor on that shoot needs some help with editing because he has a tough, tight schedule with classes. So I'm going to try to see what I can do to possibly bring that to life, because we've got to get that done, because Thursday is our last day and we're not even doing production club stuff. We're going to go meet at a restaurant and we're going to have a nice lunch and we're going to have some fun. And we're going to kind of recap the semester. So I might stay for a while today and just edit, because I don't know what I'm doing really. But I mean, I know what I'm doing when it comes to the editing part, but the reason I've hesitated is because I don't want to mess up the director's vision. But I really want to get that done. I really want to bring it to life, because it was although it was a long shoot, it was a really fun one, and it's a funny script, and I really want to see it come to life. So I'm really going to try to work hard on it today and see what I can do to help the director out. So that's kind of the plan for today, guys. Not a lot. Just a normal school day. Like I said earlier, it's basically the last day for me. I'm super excited. College, these 2 years of college flew by. It seems like just yesterday I was starting my first semester, but now it's done, for this degree at least. I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't regret doing what I've done, but it's just helped me learn that it's not really for me. I mean, yeah, I love that stuff, but I think in the grand scheme of things, I would rather farm, and I think that's why I'm thinking about going back here in like half a year or a year and going into the ag program and learning some things. So I'm going to go ahead and get my day started, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. All right, everybody, so it is now 12:42. I am in one of the Edibays here in the studio, and I am currently editing the comedy sketch shoot that we shot. And I got Samson was able to shoot some of that for you guys behind the scenes. You were able to see some of my performance there. I'm working on that right now. So you can see here, I've got, this is Adobe Premiere Pro. This is a whole different editing software from what I use on YouTube. So I use HitFilm Express 13, I believe it is. I know it's HitFilm Express, but I think it's on 13 for editing YouTube videos. But this is Adobe Premiere Pro that I'm using for this project. And so this is everything that I have done. And basically what I did is I had the director make this little sheet of the lines and what shot he wants to use for those shots. So then I go in and I watch the take and I clip that together. So far I've got a little over 30 seconds worth of stuff done. And that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts so far in 30 seconds for the first scene. So I'm working on it pretty good. And I'm probably going to do this for a little while, as long as the director's still working. He has been putting stuff on this document constantly. He's in class, but he's been working on it in class. He's actually currently adding stuff right now. I guess yeah, there he goes. Now he's typing. So he's putting stuff on there right now for me to look at and to reference, and so that I can piece it together, and then we're going to put it all on one timeline after. Because right now it's set. You can see here, scene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these different scenes. It's all broken down. All the takes for each scene are in those. So once I go in and I do each scene and I blend it together correctly, then we're going to copy it and put it all on one timeline, and we're going to put it together and export it so it's one video. I just got done doing the voiceover for the campus newspaper. I did that, and it only took me a couple takes. That was just because I messed up on a line, so I just restarted. I got that done. So I'm going to go ahead and continue editing this, guys. It'll take me a while. I'll probably do stuff for an hour or a couple hours. So I'm going to go ahead and keep editing this, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. Alright, guys, it is just past 7 o'clock now. I'm home. I got home at about like 5:30 something. I got home, and you can see my dad is backed up here to the barn because he got oats and sweet feed today. So we got our new shipment of oats and grains, so they will start getting their grain again. We refilled their water tank over here. They drank quite a bit while I was gone today, so we topped that off, so they're good. And right now I am currently filling the big tank over in the big lot to get it ready for when we put these guys out on the big lot, out on the grass. We still got to do some fence work before we actually put them out, but filling that water tank when it's bone dry and empty, it takes forever. So might as well do it now, so that as soon as they get put over in the big lot, they've got a nice full tank of water that'll last them a while. But I left the school at about like 4:30ish. I got as much edited as I possibly could on the comedy sketch. The director of that shoot made up a document like I showed you of all the cuts that he wanted me to make, and he made up cuts, and I got to the end of that list, and I'm not done yet. I guess he told me later on that he didn't think I was going to get that far, but I did. So Thursday, for the production club, we're actually going to go to a restaurant, and we're going to sit down and we're going to have lunch, and we're going to, just chill out, hang out as like a last day kind of party thing, last day of the club for the year. And then after that, me and Samson are going to go back to the studio. He's got a video he's working on. I'm going to get back in and finish the cuts on the comedy sketch video. And then I'm going to be handing it off to somebody else to do the green screen work, the sound effects work, all of the fancy stuff that I don't really know how to do. I'm going to be handing it off to them, and they will take it from there and finish the project. So I think it's going to be a pretty chilled out kind of night tonight, guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here for the day. That's going to do it for me. Tomorrow, right after the kids get on the bus, or maybe right before, I'm going to be headed over to the mechanic with the car. I got some stuff that needs done to it. Oil change, tire rotation. I need new brake pads. I need to get my exhaust looked at. I got a very small emission leak, so I just want to make sure that it's all welded back together and whatnot. And then I'm also going to get my AC recharged so that it's all set and ready to go for the summer. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here for the day. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, good morning everybody. It is Wednesday, May 5th. It is 6:34 in the morning. Just got up, just got ready to roll. Today is going to be a pretty basic day, I guess. Not a lot's going down, except right after the kids get on the bus, I am going to take my car for a 1-hour drive over to the mechanic. We have, I have some things that we need to have done to it. I need to have my oil changed. I need to have tires rotated. I've got a whole list of things that the stars have aligned and things need done, so that I can prepare for summer and get it all set and ready to roll. So I'm going to do that today. And according to the mechanic, it's going to take like 4 or 5 hours to do all that stuff on my car. So I am going to take my laptop with me, and I am probably going to just chill out up there. I've done that before, where I've taken my laptop and I've done homework, I've watched movies, I've done whatever, just sitting there at the mechanic shop. I've done it before, so it's nothing new. And then once they get it done, and it's all set and ready to roll, I will get in the car and I will head back, and I have work from 4 to 7 tonight. So I've got a feeling it'll probably be going straight to work unless there's some time and I'll come home. So I'm gonna take my work clothes with me as well, just in case there's a time crunch and I gotta go straight to work. I'm just preparing for the worst. but I just need to get this stuff done on my car because it's about time for it. And so I'm excited to get it done. I need to get it done. So I'm gonna take it over there and get that stuff done today. But and then, like I said, after that, I just have work from 4 to 7. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. I gotta do horse chores this morning, so that the horses have their grain and stuff. So that since I'll be gone, I know that they've had it for the day. And so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do horse chores this morning, guys. Get the kids on the bus, and then I'll be on my way to the mechanic, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. All right, guys, it is now 8:30. I just pulled into the mechanic, so I'm gonna go in and sit and just wait until this thing's done. Apparently, it's gonna take about 4 or 5 hours to get this stuff done. So I brought my laptop and stuff with me in my backpack, so that I've got something to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get in, check in, let them know I'm here so that they can get this thing in and get started working on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, guys, and I'll catch you guys in just a bit. So yeah, guys, it is now 12:45. We had a little change of plans at the mechanic, so I'm actually sitting in my stepmom's car. I got to the mechanic, and they started doing stuff on it, everything that I needed, and they discovered that my right front ball joint was going bad. And not too long ago, I had the front left replaced. So I guess I could have expected, now that I think about it, I guess I could have expected it to go bad. But they were asking me if I wanted to bring it back next week. They were only really giving me like a week before I had to bring it back and do it, or else it would break. And I'm thinking, it's already here. I don't want to drive an hour or so next week just for a quick ball joint to go back. So it's here now. Let's just get it replaced. And so he said it wouldn't be at their shop to work on it until like 2:30 or something. And so I made sure with my stepmom that, because she had to leave work early today for some stuff, and so I had asked her, because she works in the same town that the mechanic is in. That's how I know about the mechanic. He's worked on her vehicles quite a bit. And so I had asked her if she could just come swing by and pick me up real quick and bring me home. And then I will ride with her to work in the morning, and she'll drop me off, and I have a second key to my car, so they can just I told the mechanics to lock my keys in the car and park it out front. I'll pick it up in the morning. No big deal. So my car is still sitting over at the shop. They got the oil change, tire rotation, and all that figured out. My brakes, they didn't need to replace my brakes. They said my brake pads and rotors and everything were still in excellent condition, and they think it's just because of gravel dust that it'll squeal, and that does happen. But because it's been so long, and I've had the car over a year now, and I haven't had to do anything with the brakes. I heard squealing, so it's like maybe my pads are getting wore down. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So they checked that for me, and all the brakes are fine. It'll squeal on me a little bit because of gravel dust, but maybe washing it out a little bit will help a little bit. But that's just part of driving on gravel and on country roads. For the emission leak, it's not my exhaust, apparently. The mechanic said it's not the exhaust. He thinks the gas cap that they put on it last time it was here, or at their shop, is defective. They think it's somehow leaking between the two pieces of the gas cap. So they got a new gas cap, and they're going to put it on. It's already at their shop. I saw the gas cap myself. They're going to put it on. So basically, they're going to put the gas cap on, and they're going to replace the ball joint when it gets there. And then it will be ready to roll. It'll be ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to ride with my stepmom in the morning. She's going to drop me off and then head to work. And then I will hop in my car and I will make the trek back home. Get the kids on the bus. We've done this before where I've ridden with her in the morning and picked up my car. Unfortunately, it's happened multiple times. I hate leaving my car in the shop, because now my stepmom has to drop me off and pick me up from work tonight,
And, you know, it just makes me feel bad that I got to rely on somebody else, even though it's just one night. I mean, it makes me feel bad. You know, my car is gone, and, you know, I have to rely on other people, and I feel like I'm obstructing their schedule and what they want to do. But it works out perfectly today to do that. She'll drop me off at work, and then she'll pick me up, or somebody will pick me up tonight. And then I will just ride with her in the morning, drop me off, and it'll be completely done. So, and I did one of my exams, actually. I did one of my exams sitting up there at the mechanic. Got that taken. So that's all set, done. I'm still awaiting a grade on it, but at least I got it done. That's all I can do. But ultimately, it's not. Oh, I guess the AC as well. Apparently, my car was bone dry on refrigerant. Apparently, there might be a leak somewhere. So he did a vacuum on it and he filled it up, and he's gonna look for a potential leak on it. But I don't know. Like, he's gonna look and see. And if it leaks again, it's not like a life or death thing. So if it leaks and I don't get as much cold air again, it's going to be like how it is now. Well, I guess he already filled it. It's already filled with refrigerant. But moral of the story is, tomorrow morning I'm going to pick it up. Everything will be fixed. I may have to bring it back sometime for the AC. But when it comes to getting it ready for driving and everything for my big drive to Des Moines next weekend to pick up my mom from the airport, I think it'll be ready. So I am going to just chill out in the car here, wait for my stepmom to get done with this appointment, and then we're going to head on home. And then the water was fine this morning for horses, but I'll check it again when I get home because it is pretty sunny out today. It feels like 70 something, so the horses have probably chugged it a little bit. So I'm going to check that and probably fill it if it needs it. They've already got their grain for the day, so they're good. And then I'm going to get ready for work. So this is probably going to do it for me for a while, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just chill out and head home and do that. And I'll probably see you guys after work.
All right, guys. It's about 2 o'clock. Oh, no. No. Get back here. The hose came out of the water. It is now about 2 o'clock. I just got home with my stepmom. We just came home. I'm filling up the water for the horses. They drank quite a bit today. It was clear full this morning when I left because it was we had filled it last night. But it's pretty low right now, a little over half. So that's gonna be, I'm filling that up, so they'll be good for the day. Something happened today where an opportunity that I had heard about a long time ago and I have been constantly thinking about has come back, and I want this time, now that I'm close enough to the end of school, literally tomorrow is my last day, I got to be up there. I've made the decision that I'm going to be taking this opportunity, and I'm going to explain that to you right here in this video right now. Back in October, I believe it was, Tyler had a football game a ways away, almost by Des Moines. And so I drove all the way out to almost Des Moines to see him play. And my grandpa, who lives about the same distance away from Des Moines on the other side that I do right now, he drove up as well. We got Nikki right here riding the bike. Here's a little history lesson for you guys real quick. This bike right here is the bike that I used to ride all the time when I was Nikki's age, around that age. I rode this bike all the time. This was my bike. You might even recognize it if you go back and watch some of my really old movies that I made. You might see this bike. But anyway.
I can do one hand.
One hand, huh? Cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, my grandpa decided to come to that game as well. My dad was harvesting in the field, so he couldn't go. So I drove my car over, and then my grandpa drove his pickup over from his place. And while we were at the game, my grandpa runs a construction business. And it's kind of a family thing. It's our last name and everything. And my dad worked for him for a little while and stuff like that. And my grandpa had offered me that night that if I wanted to, I could move to his place back in my hometown where I'm from, where I was born. I can go back to my hometown, and I could stay at his place, and I could help him do construction. I thought that would be a kind of a cool idea. And I told him, I said, it's kind of too soon right now, because it was October. So I told him, I said, I would have to wait. If I were to do it, I would have to wait until after school lets out. And so he said, well, just let me know. And since then, it has been on my mind. And I know I had a rant where I really wanted to farm, but my options were, I was going to try to talk to my dad and see if working on the farm would be a thing and I could start doing that. And if that was the thing, I would start farming and all would be well with the world. And my second option was going to be that I was thinking about calling my grandpa and asking him if that offer was still on the table. And I was sitting in the car, basically right after I got done vlogging that clip that you guys just saw. Basically right after that, my grandma texted me and had asked me if I was free to talk for a minute. And so I called her up, and her and my grandpa were talking to me, and they basically reiterated the offer. Before I could even call them and talk to them about it, they brought it back up to me, and they'd asked me, are you still interested? And it's close enough to the end, and working on the farm that my dad works on isn't going to work out. So I've made the decision that I want to take this offer. And so as tonight, when I go to work tonight, I will be putting my 2-week notice in at the grocery store. It's been over 2 years that I've worked there. And so tonight, probably right before I leave, I will be putting in my 2-week notice. And I'm taking a good amount of time off next week anyway, because Thursday I'm getting my COVID shot, so I asked for that day off. Friday I could be sick because they say that these vaccines have side effects. So I want to take that day off just in case something happens and I need to rest easy for the day. Saturday, I got to go to Des Moines and pick up my mom from the airport to come back for Tyler's graduation. And then Sunday is, of course, Tyler's graduation day. And then Monday is the day my mom flies back. So I've got to take her back to Des Moines that day. And quite frankly, like I said, Des Moines is about halfway between here and my grandpa's. And so I'm thinking that I'm going to put my 2 weeks in tonight. And so basically once I enter this spree of these days next week where I'm taking these days off for the COVID shot and everything, I'll be done working at the store. And on the day where I have to take my mom back to the airport in Des Moines, I'm going to drop her off in Des Moines, and then I'm going to keep on going and get to my grandpa's house. And I'm going to move in there. They have some guest bedrooms and stuff that we've slept in before when we were kids. And so this is a big decision for me. And not only will I be helping him with construction, but my grandpa also told me, there's farmers all over the place down there that are looking for help. And he said that there's one guy who'd be more than happy to show me in the tractor and show me how it works. And he's got cows and stuff like that as well. So I might end up permanently moving. I don't know. I might be leaving the nest for good. I don't know. If there's a good farm job down there, that might be my situation. And this is a big life choice. Officially leaving the nest for a while. I wouldn't say, as of right now, I don't think I'm permanently moving away, but that could change. Who knows? I might end up finding a place down there. Who knows? I don't know. But this is a big decision, probably one of the biggest decisions of my life. And so I'm announcing it right here on this video that I've made that decision. I'm going to put my 2 weeks in at the grocery store tonight while I'm there, and I will be moving temporarily for now to my grandpa's house, and I'll be helping him with construction, and I may be doing some stuff for farmers and stuff like that as well to begin my love and adventure in agriculture. So I think that's a really big decision for me. It's a big life choice, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to try this, and it's a big step, but I'm excited to give it a shot. So I thought I would announce that to you guys right here on video as I'm learning it as well. But the water is basically right up to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the water off, wrap the hose up, and I'm going to go ahead and head to work, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I know I've spilt quite a bit just then on you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching so far, and I will see you guys after work. Alright guys, it is just past 9 o'clock. I've been home from work for a few hours. It was a pretty routine night at work. We were out of there right at 7. A lot of times we work and we end up having to leave later because we're not done yet with stuff. So it was nice to be able to get out of there right on point, especially because I don't have my car. So it was nice that I was able to get right out of there so my stepmom didn't have to wait for me any longer than she had to. But while I was at work, like I said in the last clip, while I was at work, I put my 2 weeks notice in, basically saying that I'm going to be leaving and that I got an opportunity to work with my grandpa doing some construction and stuff. So I did that, and so that's official, that's in, and I came back and I talked to my dad about it tonight to make sure he was on board with it, and ultimately he said it's up to you what you do. So I think I'm going to go through with this, and I'm going to try it out. I'm going to do it for a little while, help my grandpa out. He told me on the phone that there was a lot of jobs he had scheduled for the summer, and that he was wanting me to help, and also to do some things with him and to help rebuild our relationship. He had said that because for a while I wasn't able to see my grandpa when I was younger, so I really I wasn't able to. It's not like I went to his house every so often when I was a kid, or I mean I did every when I would go for summer or Christmas back when I was a kid, and I would see him a few. And I've seen him a few times a year, maybe when he would come up to one of Tyler's games or something like that. I would see him, but it's never really been on a consistent basis. So going and staying at his house for a while, I think will be really, really cool. Not only because I'm doing something new and I'm making a little more money and I'd rather do construction than work in a grocery store anyway. I'm not saying construction's what I want to do. I want a farm, but who knows? I may, like I said earlier, I may end up working for a farmer down there as well. Who knows? But it is official. That is my official plan. So I hope I can take you guys along with me. I don't know what kind of internet my grandpa has, but I should be able to upload videos. I'm hoping. And if for some reason I can't upload videos, I'm still going to record. And I'm going to back them up and I'm going to edit them. And I'm going to back them up on my hard drive. And I'm going to have them ready so that when I get to a point where I have good internet and I can upload, I can do that. I don't know for sure what I'm going to be able to do, but I'm guaranteed going to record, and I'm going to take you guys with me on this adventure, not only for you guys, but also for the future, showing stuff that I have done with this job. I haven't really talked about what I've done with my job at the grocery store, except for if you go back, maybe my first few videos, I talked about what I was doing, picking up empty boxes and crushing them. But ever since then, over the past 2 years I've worked there, I can pretty much do anything in that store. I can work in the service desk, I can work on the registers, I can be the cart guy. Nowadays, I just work in the deli now. That's all I do. I work in the deli and the bakery, and I'm responsible for cooking some stuff at night. We do hot chicken and stuff at night, and I'm responsible for cooking some of that if we need more. So that's kind of something big that I do nowadays. That's all I've really been doing for the last few weeks, maybe even a month or so. And I'm going to be doing that again, probably up until I leave that job, which will be a week from today. I said would be my last day because I'm taking that stretch of time off for getting my mom and stuff like that. And then I told my dad that I was planning on my way back to Des Moines to drop my mom off at the airport, that I was just going to, once I drop her off, I was just going to keep on trucking, and I was going to head all the way to my grandpa's, because Des Moines is practically halfway to his house. So I figure instead of wasting a trip and going and taking my mom and coming all the way back and then going, I'd rather just pack my things and go and drop my mom off at the airport and then go the rest of the way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm jumping to a new job. I haven't had a new job in over 2 years. I worked at the seed company for a little while. That was my first job. That was only a seasonal job, so at the end of the summer it was over. And then I worked as an usher at the Iowa State Fair at Iowa State Fair 2018. I vlogged that entire experience. I wasn't able to vlog my seed company experience because I didn't have a phone yet. That's the money from that job was what paid for my phone. And then I vlogged my entire experience every single day when I was an usher at the state fair, and then I got the job at the grocery store in the winter of 2018, and I've had that job ever since, and now it's over. I have about a week left, and that'll be it, and I'll be moving on to a new job, learning some new things, and rebonding and reconnecting with my grandpa, and I think that'll be an ultimate experience, a really good experience for me, and one that'll be life-changing. And that'll also could lead into my dream job of being a farmer. So let's jump to the future. I'm excited. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We've had a lot of different experiences go on in this video, a lot of life-changing things. And so now it's official. I'm going to go and I'm going to work construction for a while with my grandpa, and it's going to be really, really fun. And I promise, even if I can't upload, I will take you guys along with me, and I will be recording a lot of it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I am going to leave it here. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button, spread the word of the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today. It's been life-changing. A lot of stuff, like I said, has gone down in this video, and I hope you guys will come along with me on this new job that I'm going to be taking on here in a few weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.